Hello, 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 and welcome to main show number 22 of the Rag Company podcast.
It's a new year.
TRC main show. It's a new year. It's 2018.
First podcast of the new year.
It's crazy.
It's day 2 of the new year. How you feeling?
Well, old.
Okay.
This is going to be my 20th. This year is my 20th high school reunion.
Ooh.
Wow.
My wife and I were talking about it when we were driving back from Utah, and how fast from our 10-year reunion to the 20-year has gone by.
I just had my 10, so hearing that doesn't make me...
Dane, I will tell you, it feels like 2 years have passed.
Oof. Yeah.
So enjoy it, boys. The other crazy thing, I remember going with my dad to his 20th.
Oh, wow.
I was like 12 or 13 years old, and Beavis and Butthead were all the rage because it was 93.
Oh,
he
man.
graduated in 73.
Yeah.
So it was 93, and it was over by
Nice.
your parents' house before your parents' house was built there. It was like a farm or whatever. They had it there. So
that's funny.
It's a nice little area. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So anyway, pretty wild.
Enough of this old talk, though.
Yeah,
It's a new
yeah.
year. We're excited.
2018. So all you youngins, hey, it's a new year. For the other weird thing, we're farther away. We're closer to 2040 than we are to 1994.
That's odd.
It is
a
kind of
weird
weird when you think
feeling.
about it, yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to 2040. I'm going to be...
Come on, Elon Musk, get us out in
I'm gonna
space.
22 years from now.
22 years from now. Okay, then I'm going to be 40. Yeah, I'll be 40.
Anthony,
I'll
at
be
40.
40 in 2 years.
Yeah. 2040. If I don't have a jetpack by the time I'm 40, I'm going to be pretty upset.
So wait, you were born in 2000?
89. Oh no! So I'll be 50. I'll be 50. That's bad math. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 is what I'll be.
There you go.
So okay.
It's a good thing he's not a scientist.
Hold on a second, Anthony.
Bad math, guys. It's still too early to be doing math.
You're only
It's
18.
okay. I mean, I think that segues nicely
been
into
working here?
how was their New Year's? I think Anthony might be carrying over some residual feelings from his
I'm sick.
little
I got
endeavor.
sick over New Year's. So
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
I'm not sick anymore.
your voice
I'm
is
not
a
going to
little-
make you guys sick, but
great.
that's good. But my voice is basically gone from this weekend. But
So we're sorry
tell
we're
me about
making you
yours.
talk.
Dude, I'm sitting over here thinking about how bad my math was. I'm sitting here like, how did
still
I
embarrassed.
miss
It's
out?
okay, guys. Don't
40,
pick on
guys.
him too much.
Yeah, I'm only 40.
Yeah.
Anthony, how old are you now? Okay,
If you're
guys,
only 40 at that point,
my
we've
bad.
discovered time travel.
I'm
So
still way too tired. I'm catching up on sleep. I went to so it was a super last minute thing. I got invited 2 weeks ago, but my sister decided she wanted to forego her big wedding that she had planned next summer and basically do a shotgun style wedding down in Reno over New Year's and New Year's Day. And so it was like, short notice. She let me know two weeks ago. I checked flights. They were $600. So I ended up deciding to drive.
for those who aren't aware, Boise to Reno, it's
6.5
not
hours.
a long trip. So
Yeah.
the fact that a plane ride would be that expensive is telling
I
you.
know.
It's holiday
I know.
season. So
I ended up renting a car. Went down there just for the one night. I drove down on the 31st, came back yesterday on the 1st, and so
you didn't even drive your own car.
No, I rented a car. It was $15 to rent a car. I will always rent a car if it's cheap enough. I will always rent a car. If I'm going anywhere longer than 3-4 hours. I got a Chevy Equinox, and it was loaded. It was
For $15, that's pretty good.
$15 a day.
A new one? Yeah, that's
heated
not
seats,
bad.
Heated seats, cooled seats, all right? Heated,
So the ventilated
steering
Okay,
wheel, had full navigation, full, everything. It had a killer
It was
sound
just you
system.
by yourself?
It's just being by myself, yeah. I was
So wait,
balling
which
in this
rental
thing.
service were you using that got you this crazy
Enterprise.
deal?
Enterprise,
okay.
yeah. Well, technically, I had gotten the intermediate car, right, for $15 a day. They're all out of cars,
So they
they
gave you the
upgraded me to this, and I was really worried that my gas mileage was going to be bad.
Sure.
I ended up getting 41 miles per gallon.
Holy-
The entire trip down there. I couldn't believe it.
In a
That's
small
awesome.
SUV.
Yeah,
In a
that's
small
awesome.
SUV. So yeah,
My how times change, right?
Equinox guys for people that are interested. But anyways, no, I went to this wedding. It was a really nice wedding. It was everything was really formal and really nice, and I had a really good time. But the after party, we ended up getting. It was like a whole. How do I explain this? In Circus, there's like this kind of like a little party shack type of thing inside the building. It's kind of like you'd be walking through Vegas in a giant hotel.
I mean, it is circus,
and see like a shack, like literally it was like a shack, but they had live music, they had a bar there. It was really, really cool. They ended up renting out a whole area of this shack and basically providing us with bottle service. So free bottles, free everything, champagne.
So that's where they made up the cost of what would have been the wedding.
So it was pretty nice. So I mean, and it was all top shelf stuff. I mean, for tequila, there was Patron, there was Grey Goose, it was Belvedere, it was Jameson, you name it, it was there. So, and they just hand us the bottles. So everybody's kind of pouring their own drinks. So needless to say, everybody decided to party pretty hard. I did quite a few shots of Patron and regretted that in the following hours. I ended up, I'll have to tell you guys the story off camera, the whole story, but basically, long story short.
Message Anthony.
You can hear all
email
about
him at anthony@theragcompany.com and he will
to hear about all the debauchery.
Long story short, my one of my sister's friends, she ended up getting really... she ended up getting pretty tipsy to the point to where wasn't feeling too good. So I ended up walking her back to the room. On the way there, she threw up several times, and that was fun. She ended up throwing up, falling into her throw up, and then using me as her crutch. So needless to say, I was covered in somebody else's throw up.
Awesome. And I know
that
how much
was
you love
wonderful.
throwing.
Yeah, and it's literally I can't stand the smell, can't stand the sight. It's just the worst thing ever. And
it's
anyways,
a good thing our audience is mostly detailers, so they're they're kind of unfazed.
It's so funny. Like I need some power clean, some O&R to rinse myself off.
Bodily fluids being found places.
But I ended up. It was just gross. It was like a throw up massacre.
In all fairness, let's put this out there. We do not condone drink responsibly sort of thing. But if you're gonna do something stupid, own it. Understand that you can do better next time,
it's funny because
everybody has their limits, and we're all people at the end of the day. So.
And it wasn't a matter of me being drunk. It was a matter of me seeing somebody else that had thrown up, and that was what it was. It wasn't like it
was a sympathetic reaction.
It was like okay, I can't control this. So, anyways. I hated that. That was probably the worst thing ever. And the following morning, I actually had to drive back to Boise. So woke up the next day.
That's impressive.
And I woke up at 8:00, back in the car.
Doing anything hungover is not a good feel.
Not my best New Year's. You guys probably had a better one than me. So
mine was way more laid back than that. We drove down to Utah
Levi.
to my sister-in-law's, and we just hung out there. And
you didn't have to worry about any of that booze
nursed
business.
a cold.
Yeah,
that's about all I did. So it's pretty easy.
Sipping on some tea,
drank some tea.
It's going wild over here.
Got some soda. Got some cold medicine.
Soda? Did you
some
get
Diet Pepsi?
Of course.
I don't have it in here. I have water.
The Levi drink of choice for all those who need to know the drink of champions.
Well, let me put it this way to you. I went down to my brother-in-law's gas station. Convenience store.
Oh, right. He's got
this. For those of you in Utah and south of Provo, Orem, in Springville, it's called Jake's Brookside. And if you go there, you will know, 1, they have the best burgers in Utah County. 2, they have the best soda fountain in Utah County.
They know their way around a soda fountain, apparently.
Oh, my gosh. So I forget, I drink a lot of soda every morning. I stop at the Jackson's here, which is a convenience store, and get a 44-ounce soda.
Anytime you guys see this cup, it is full of Diet Pepsi.
Usually filled with Diet Pepsi or water. But I went to his place to get a drink because my wife's like, hey, we need sodas this morning. Go get them. And my wife likes to do Diet Mountain Dew, 3/4 Diet Mountain Dew with a quarter of Code Red.
So it's like a classy trash can.
That's how she does hers. Yeah.
Graveyard deal.
So, and I do usually half diet, half regular Pepsi when I do a fountain. So,
what are the benefits of that?
Just living life on the edge.
You get the taste of the Pepsi with the compromises of the Diet Pepsi.
Exactly.
Between like the artificial sugars and the real sugars, it just hits you in 2 different ways. So
it's
really,
funky. It's kind of funky. Now,
he gets the spits like Anthony over here.
So we hit it. So I get to his store, go in and order and walk up. He's got, I think, 37 fountains, 37 taps.
Yeah.
For soda.
It's like one of those fancy bars where you got a bunch of taps.
Basically, yeah. And he's got different types of cups where you can have like the regular or the styrofoam. He's got different gradations of straws and things like that.
Wow, this is hardcore.
Yeah, dude. No, he takes it seriously. So in Idaho, they've been stepping up their soda games because of him.
They've been watching what he's doing and they like it.
Yeah. At one point, he has the highest Pepsi sales for fountain in the north, like in these 4 states.
That's nuts.
Wow.
Highest concentration of Pepsi sales.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that, guys.
Yeah. So other convenience store from all over the different states come to check out what his setup is. So I go and get it. Apparently, he does a thing called brixing his fountains, which apparently, for those of you that ever worked in a convenience store, I guess it cleans the fountain out, and the bricks is part of the mixture. And so he does it always at the highest percentage, where most guys do it at like a 25 or a 30% bricks. He'll do it at like a 70 or an 80. So it's always perfect, costs more. But
yeah.
So
his sodas are
we
amazing.
gotta
talking
spend money
like
to make
perfect,
money, man.
like perfect mixture
Oh my gosh,
of
it's amazing.
carbonation
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like syrup,
Yeah.
basically.
See, that sounds awesome
sometimes you get
because
it and you're
Oh, I
like,
know,
oh my
yeah.
God.
Like that,
the pump's
There's
not
one
working.
place where I always stupidly, if I
dump it
order a
out.
Dr. Pepper from a particular place, it always ends up tasting like cherry Coke.
Yeah.
Even though I like
Yep.
cherry Coke, when I order a Dr. Pepper, I want a Dr. Pepper.
Right.
And I get this weird like crossover flavor. Bleh.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
'cause
for
they
some
probably
reason
changed the line at some
I have
point,
like I forget every time I go back there, and it's like, oh, that was a mistake, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I won't do that again, and then I do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
it's legit. He's got it down to a science, and he could
That's cool. They actually
tell us
care
even
enough
more
to
of that.
fix that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
so I made my drinks, and then I took that sip, and I was like, oh, I forgot about how good this is. Like, it was weird.
I'm gonna
like,
hate going back
Yeah,
home.
it was. So then it was
Yeah.
literally every chance. Like, and their old house was like 30 minutes away from their store, so it was a trek.
Yeah.
And so we'd only go like once, but their new house is like 5 minutes from their store, and so it was like, oh, I gotta run down to Brookside.
I gotta go get some
The other
diapers
thing-
for
yeah.
the kids,
Yeah.
and you're coming back with just sodas, and
Yeah.
you're just
New TRC show idea. Details with Levi on soda machines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, it's pretty wild. And in Utah, because not everybody drinks, that is where
That's what you do.
That's
hot
how
spot.
it is.
Hey,
That's
you
the
want
hot
you
spot.
want to meet me down at
Yeah,
the
basically, you get yourself a soda, and it's pretty wild.
Like
but
in
anyway,
the 50s getting the milkshake kind of thing. It's
yeah.
just
Well, he had
updated
like,
that.
I thought it was funny was he had growlers at one point for
That's
soda.
that's hilarious. I was about to ask if you had
I
growlers.
was like, you got a growler station?
2 liters. 2 liters are the past,
Yeah,
man.
for Mountain
We're
Dew
doing
and
growlers
sodas,
now.
and yeah, people. It's weird.
That's
It's totally different.
fascinating.
However, I understand though, because really, if this guy's sodas are as good as they would say, I would say, hey, you want to go get a soda? Like, let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Let's go get one. Let's sit down and enjoy this soda. Because I've had some pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
sodas
if
in the
people can
past
present Italian soda in a classy way, you could certainly make that kind of thing
Oh,
work if
dude,
it's
and they're-
presented and done well
and
enough.
in Utah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So there are restaurants like how we have the Dutch Brothers here.
Right.
They have, which is a coffee shop that is.
Yeah, it's a
It's a
coffee.
drive-through coffee shop, and they've got different flavors of different coffees, and it's a good price, and it's a basic price.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
They
menu.
blow you away with the sugar and the caffeine.
Yeah, but it's a very kind of a cool place to
Yeah.
hit and drive through.
It's hip.
They have a place like that is being copied upon copied upon copied.
Yeah.
Everybody and their dog is making a version of it. The originator was Swig. That's what it was called. They only sold soda and cookies. So instead of a drive-through coffee shop, it's a drive-through soda stand.
Get jacked up on.
So you can
on-
get yourself a
Interesting.
44-ounce soda,
Yeah.
and they had different names. So they name their drinks based on how they mix the concoctions of stuff. So it'd be like, you'd get like a Code Red and Diet Mountain Dew mixed with
Okay.
maybe a couple shots of vanilla.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, they
Fascinating.
do kind of
Alright,
funny. They
yeah.
called like a dirty
Kinda
diet.
Coke
They
free
had like
style
yeah,
in
they
it
had like a
kinda
dirty
thing.
diet Coke, which was like vanilla and Diet Coke or lime and diet. They had different things for
Yeah.
different styles. So that's like crazy because now there's like 6 different companies that are
Yeah.
in that area that are making various versions of basically the same thing. It's a soda stand.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure
They
there's
sell
some way
cookies.
we can tie this into just business in general.
It's,
it's,
I mean, it is. It's like our Eagles; they get copied all the time. You
Yep.
know, it's a great idea and it sells. Would it work here in Boise? Probably not.
it really depends on the market.
There's one of those copies is out in Meridian. I don't know if they're still around, if they still work, but I know they had to start adding sandwiches to their lineup
Yep.
because they couldn't.
Where was it? Which place was it?
It's out there off of Overland, over by the Majestic.
Dutch Bros.
No, it's called like Fizz or
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
I
there's
do
there's
know
been a
what you're-
few popping
like
up lately
Slurp or Gulp
out
or
in
something.
Meridian. I remember
It's
there
one of
were
those
a couple
places,
like
but they had
soda
to add
shops.
sandwiches to it because they couldn't just.
But it seems like if you have a drive-through, you'd have a lot more business. If you don't have a drive-through, you got to go in and sit down. It's not necessarily everybody's cup of tea, so to speak.
So it's crazy. So anyway, I got that. But
it's interesting to learn about this stuff.
We're all learning things.
It's wild. Nobody ever thinks about that stuff. But it was like I noticed. I was like, how come the soda? Like 12 years ago.
Why is it so much better here?
Yeah, well, 12 years ago when my wife and I got married and I started going down with her, like we were going down frequently. I used to just go with buddies to get tattooed and hang out because I had buddies in Ogden and Clearfield and places like that.
Yeah.
And it was wild that I noticed every time I go down, I was like, why are their soda fountains at the gas stations just so much better than ours? Like, I just didn't understand. I didn't understand it. I didn't comprehend it until I married into a family that like
there's just like an extra level of care put into how this stuff is implemented.
But I think that's how it is.
The customers appreciate it.
I think that's different depending on where it can be anything. How much care you want to put into it. And it goes back. I mean, even to detailing. There are the guys that just wash cars.
Mm-hmm. It proves you got to study your market, though. You got to understand what kind of customers are out there for you to go after. Because sometimes you're in a place where you have a certain kind of customer in mind, and you're not in the right place to make that happen. I mean, you can try all you want, but if they aren't there and you don't have a plan to get them there, it's not going to happen.
Well, and I look at it as like, that'd be great. I'd love to have a soda stand here.
Yeah.
I don't think it would sell.
No.
Because people drink coffee, they don't drink soda.
It'd have to be pretty targeted. Like maybe if you went over to some like neighboring cities a little further over, you might have some better luck.
A little more family-oriented.
Closer to the border kind of thing. Yeah.
In that version. But so anyway, it was pretty crazy and wild.
Yeah.
Rang in the new year, literally with us, my wife and I watching Guardians of the Galaxy at my brother-in-law's. And,
fun.
We were in his theater room and we were just hanging out, and then she goes, I'm going to bed. It's 11:55. She goes, I guess there's supposed to be fireworks or something. So I went upstairs.
I'm giving it 5 minutes early.
So I went upstairs and my brother-in-law had some friends over and they all went outside. Mm-hmm. And outside they're on a hill, so you could see the whole Wasatch Valley.
Okay, yeah.
And there was like probably 4 towns out there, and you could just see the fireworks.
Oh, really?
Going
It's
off.
just like looking out over a war zone. Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then behind them was another dude that he provides he pays for the fireworks for the city that he lives in, that city, Mapleton, that they live in. He provides the fireworks show for them on 4th of July. So he lit off fireworks at his house.
Those got to be some serious fireworks if he's committing to that.
They were huge.
Just giant torches.
Yeah, dude, he was just like, boom, kaboom, like all behind the house, and then in front of the house was just like, you got to see everybody's fireworks. So it was pretty cool. And then, of course, I got to send pictures to Dane of my brother-in-law bought himself a Sprinter van.
Yeah.
A 4-wheel drive.
I really like Sprinter vans.
Extended Sprinter van.
Oh, jelly.
Full cargo.
Well, right, yeah, he did the cargo, but then he got
he added
passenger van windows on it.
Yeah, but it's they also have sliders, though, so you can open them.
That's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet.
He said that was custom. He had to cut the glass.
Because I love the idea that you can have a cargo van that can also seat 12 people or something like that really comfortably.
Yeah, so we put in 2 rows.
Long distance travel. We need to get one.
And then the whole back is cargo.
Guys, you need to vote. Do we need to get one of those? I think we need to get one of those.
So, and it's
like we don't drive. We don't drive too far out, but it would just be nice.
We'll come up with an excuse to
around town.
But yeah, so that was cool to see the truck. And and I don't think my wife knows about this yet, but I talked to my brother-in-law into buying his truck from him.
Ooh.
Next year.
Ooh.
That Tundra?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that insane Tundra?
Yeah, so I said...
Yeah, that's not a normal Tundra,
So we were talking about it, and he bought this thing in 2008 or 2009, and it's a gorgeous truck. It's a beautiful truck. He's taking really good care of it.
Mean-looking truck.
My niece has started driving it. She's 17.
Ooh. Wait a second, what?
Yeah, he's been letting her drive it. She's already had a couple accidents in it, so it's not bad, but... He's been a little miffed about it.
Well, that's what happens when you put it.
But he wants to get an
Elantra.
No, he does want to get an Elantra.
He wants to upgrade to an Elantra, clearly.
Well, he's been driving that van. He loves that van. That's what he drives now every day.
The Sprinter van?
Yeah.
Man, this is a commuter.
He drives it every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's been driving that, and so my niece has just been driving the truck.
How much does that Tundra put into the wheels?
It's close to 700 horsepower.
Yeah, that might have something to do with the no weight over the rear wheels, and
we had to put traction bars in the back.
Oh my god!
To keep, because it wouldn't hook up. So it's a TRD Rock Warrior Tundra, and then it's got a full Icon suspension setup on it. It's got the TRD supercharger on it. It's got methane injection. It's got a
17-year-old girl driving this.
And then it's got a Bully Dog tune on it, too. And the Bully Dog tune added another 150 horse to it.
Oh,
and when he installed the tune, that caused the rear end to not want to hook up anymore.
As if it really had a chance before.
He said he literally couldn't get, it was like, you couldn't drive it in the wet.
And so now I'm leaving the stoplight. Oh, no.
No. And so, even his wife was like, what did you do to I can't even drive your truck.
Something's different.
Yeah, when he put the tuner in. So he put some Caltrax traction bars on the back to hold it all and put a bigger sway bar and some other stuff on it. And then he added big heavy-duty steel M1 bumpers.
Did he just do that for all the
mostly
things?
Mostly for weight.
Okay.
Because it's got too much power.
Yep.
So the thing, he calls it that's his Raptor stomper, as he calls it. And so and it's a gorgeous truck. It's all murdered out. It's a pretty truck.
Yep.
And he's taken really good care of it. But he really likes the new Raptors, but he also really likes the new Super Duty Ford pickups. And so
the age-old dilemma.
So he's like, I want a new truck. He goes, but my truck's just so good. I don't know if I could recreate that. And he goes, and I got the new van. And so so I brought it up and said, hey, if you can hold out another year, so I can get rid of all my, Augie debt, all the doctor visits, all the
That's
doctor
important.
bills,
Gotta get that taken care of first.
Taken care of, then I'd like to buy your truck from you. And he was like, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. And then so I told my niece when I was leaving, I said, don't wreck my truck.
Yeah.
And she was like, what
do
you mean?
Do it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm buying it next year.
Yeah.
1 year from now. I'll be back. I'll pick up the truck. Don't mess
2
it
days
up.
later, ditch.
Yeah. So I hope that she does. She'll take care of it. But
can we get some two-step on the Tundra? Can we? So
we probably could.
we need to get some anti-lag. We need to because everything that you couldn't do to the Elantra, we need to do to this truck.
Oh, dude, this truck's insane.
But wait, it has
already.
a supercharger, not a turbocharger.
It is supercharged.
Oh yeah, we'll figure. We'll
it's
swap
still
it.
It's got a crazy whine. The truck just sounds.
I mean, that is
it.
the fun of a supercharger, is the whine.
It's an insane truck. So anyway. It was fun.
Good times.
So it's a cool truck. It was fun to see. It was fun to talk to him about it. We'll see how my wife, because the whole time we were there, I was like, Augie, isn't Uncle Justin's truck cool? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, we got to tell Mommy we're going to be buying it from Uncle Justin next year.
And Augie's like, yeah.
And Augie's like, that'd be great. And Carly's like, you're doing what? I was like, we're going to buy this next year from Justin. She's like, okay, whatever. And my wife was just.
You're clearly BSing. Nobody's.
Yeah, so it'll be funny when I'm like,
sitting there
anyway,
nobody's buying.
He's
anything.
like, I've started a savings account for this truck, and it's
I might have to. I need to give myself. It's a New Year's resolution. I need to give myself a vehicle. Now, if I buy this truck, should I just keep the Elantra?
I mean, would he really be Levi without the Elantra, or at least some kind of Elantra?
Like I kind of feel I'd have to keep the Elantra. Mostly to justify the gas mileage that this truck puts.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it
to
beats
pay your respects to it. I mean, you can put a sticker of the Elantra on the back window of the truck. Or you can
my
put
other car is an Elantra.
Yeah.
I can get a license plate frame.
So proud. So proud.
My other car is a 2006 Elantra.
Oh, guys, we need to make some T-shirts.
That would be awesome.
For that.
That would be awesome. Like,
Levi.
It's a downgrade. That would be
just like a posterized cutout of Levi's face, and on the back it just my other cars.
The sticker that we're working on. So we are working on a sticker. For those of you that are listening that want a sticker of my car, we are working on that. It's going to be sweet. So maybe we can get some sold. People can buy them and put them on, and we're going to donate, proceeds and things like that. So not to my Tundra fund or anything. This will go to
your Fundra.
No, this will be my Fundra. No, this will go to another charity. So we'll sell these stickers and they'll go to a charity. So
man.
just in case. But we could make a whole
thing out
whole
of it.
thing
man.
out of that.
Yeah. Okay,
Man.
so
Anyways.
I guess we've got your New Year's and your New Year's. Man, we
Yeah,
were just
what'd
like,
sorry.
What'd you do,
Dane,
Dane?
what'd you do?
Tell us what you did.
I went to a buddy of mine's friends, sisters,
Uncles, aunts, mothers.
New Year's party. So
Okay.
I really didn't know a lot of people there, is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, you're in a party environment, you just go with the flow, and most people are cool, so you end up having fun anyway. So yeah, you partake in some beer pong and some other fun stuff like that, and
Nice.
it's a good time. But we did stay up until 1, so at least we managed to get the New Year in. I know, right? Crazy.
Crazy guy.
Yeah. So yeah, knocked that one out. But yeah, no, it was just a really fun party. I think
Didn't
I
throw up?
Snapchat. Nope, no
You
throw
didn't
up
throw
here.
up? Must be
I was
nice.
responsible. I drank water like every other time
Nice.
I'd have a drink of some. Water followed
Yeah,
that right up because I'm an old man now and I get hangovers now, and that's not something I really look to recreate anymore. I think once I hit about 24, 25, I suddenly stopped going kind of nutso because it's like, well, if I got that out of my system, I'm good. I think I'm all right. So I'll drink responsibly or on occasion now, and like if I go to a party, okay, maybe I kind of cut loose for a little while and have a little fun. But at the end of the day, it's like, what's it worth to you to be miserable at a certain point? But if you're having fun, I'm not gonna stop you. Just don't do something. Never drink and drive. Don't do anything like that. Don't be stupid.
Do not do that.
Have to reiterate that to anybody who's ever done that. Bad idea. Do not do it. So that is Dane's people police
you,
of the
Dane.
day.
Anybody
Father
wants
Dane.
to see what the
Yes.
truck looks like? I'm just gonna
Oh yeah,
send that.
I can actually throw that up on screen if you send me the picture.
that
I'll
gonna
put
be-
it up
is that
in
gonna be your new
the
wallpaper?
podcast video on YouTube.
Could be. You never know.
Dude, that thing is dirt nasty.
Pretty nasty
Pretty
looking
mean.
tundra.
It really is
So
mean,
you can see the
man.
dent my niece put in it.
Oh no! Wait, where? Hold on.
Oh no! How did that even happen?
She was in a drive-through. She turned the corner wrong.
What is this, amateur hour?
Well, she's 17.
I imagine she probably got told to watch this, and now she's checking it out.
Any
and
PDR
she's
guys
feeling
out
really,
there that want some work?
Yeah, so
you
you
know?
want some exposure? You can.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Let's get a look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's,
yeah.
I told her. I said
That's like
no,
a pylon straight to the side.
I did that too
Yeah.
when I was that age. But
I
my
didn't.
truck had been rolled down my truck had been rolled down a hill.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So I was adding character to the truck. Like, I had ropes holding the doors shut.
You're like, this
my
dent
God.
is from this, this
Yeah.
dent's
I
from
knew
this.
all that stuff.
Every
so.
dent's a story.
Yeah, so it was fun, and but yeah, we had a blast with it. And here's he put the tinted headlights on it, so
Yeah,
and he
that
did the new
looks.
tail lights.
Yeah, that's
and all
pretty
that,
mean
so,
looking.
And then the new bumper with the winch and good stuff. So it's
All
a nice
right.
truck. Anyway, sorry,
Well,
go back to that.
That was
Anyways,
pretty fun. We
hold
covered
on,
all our bases.
hold
but
on. You almost set your phone on this eagle here.
Whoa,
I
good
did-
segue. That's where we were going
I did want
next.
to talk about this, guys.
Yeah.
So
We get a lot of people
have been
asking.
asking. We get messages, Instagram, Facebook, emails, everything, wanting to know when the new Eagles are coming out.
Oh, I missed out on the first flight kit.
You guys
Oh,
missed out on the
man.
first flight
Yeah.
kit, and that's okay
being
though.
sold on the black market,
It's
you know,
okay,
you're
guys,
like-
because
They aren't.
there was
They're
only
not.
There's only one that went up.
there was
Yeah.
only 50 first flight kits that went out, and they were claimed by all customers that were waiting
So,
on the
first thing-
site.
First thing about
Yep.
those 50 first flight kits.
Yep.
I've been seeing posts on Instagram and Facebook of guys going, "This is the first of 50." It's not. They
Don't
aren't
get it twisted.
serialized. They
were-
aren't
that was-
serialized.
Yep.
Dane
It's-
wrote one of 50 on
I wrote
every
it that
pack.
way explicitly, clearly to say it's one of 50. It's not number one of 50. It's
Yeah.
one of the 50. So it's the same label on every single one.
Just so everybody knows,
Not to make anybody feel less special, because hey, you still got a pack and
the
you still
first
supported a
person
great
that
cause.
posted
Yeah.
theirs was the first one to receive theirs.
Yeah.
And
Right.
posted in our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess because the thing is, we weren't going to keep track of which one got packed first. These aren't cars being assembled, by hand. These are packs of tells.
Yeah.
So let's be realistic.
So
here.
anyway, going back.
But
So,
anyway.
so if you guys missed out on the pack, don't worry. Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys are basically looking for probably another 4 weeks. We're looking at about a month away until the rest of the Eagles get in stock before we can actually put them on the
That's
site
the
and start
current
selling them.
timeline. That stuff can change, but right now that's what we're
kind of
hearing.
what we're looking at. So for the people that do have these Eagles and that did pick up the first flight kit, hopefully you guys are enjoying the towels and loving them as much as we
please
do.
hashtag
Yeah.
Eagle first flight
hashtag Eagle First Flight. Send us more of your pictures so we can post up on Instagram and Facebook. It's these towels are awesome. We put them through hell and back, and we put them through some abuse, and we know what they can take. We want to see your guys' opinions, your reviews on them, because
and then also make sure if you guys are taking pictures and stuff of your towels and you're using them, tag the JDRF. Please do, because we want to show them the support that everybody has given to this project, so that they can see that there are people, because we sent these out all over the country, and even some to the UK. So some went up to Canada. So we want people to tag them so that they can see it as well.
Exactly.
And if you want to try and get it closer, you can look at some of our other posts. I've gone through and hit at JDRF HQ on Instagram, and then at JDRF Mountain States or something like that.
Yeah, it's like that. I'll have to look that up or put that in.
So and that's our local chapter.
So for the people, though, just letting you guys know, so we have a month away until we are releasing these new ones. In the meantime, we still have the Eagle 480s, the original Eagle.
I'm not sure how many we have of those. It's limited stock.
It's limited stock, but we do have them. We do have them in blue and orange, and so we still have them on Amazon as well. So if you want to place your order through Amazon, we need to sell the rest of those, and I mean, for the people that needed to stock up on Eagles in the meantime, people that just need the towels, you can place an order for those. We still have the 16 by 24
Eagles. True ones, these are new and awesome, but there's nothing wrong with the old ones either.
Nothing wrong with the old ones.
We
just wanted to facelift
figured it had
them.
been long enough. We had to do something.
So you can still pick those up for the people that are desperate, because we do have people that are emailing us saying that they are desperate for Eagles and they need them for soft paint, they need them for polish removal,
they're
wax
still
removal.
available.
They're still available. Just check the website.
Now, one thing I would point out, though, is we do have Eagle 600s.
We do have the new 600s available.
We were out for a couple days.
We got it.
We had
Friday.
another shipment coming in. So these bad boys are made from the new Eagle material. They're a higher GSM than the ones that'll be quote-unquote replacing the existing 480s. Those will be 500, which is
one of
what
my
this
favorites,
is.
is the 600.
But these new 600s are nuts. If you like the Eagle, you're gonna love the Eagle 600.
I love putting my hand on patting. You can see just
kind
how
of just a
how
thing you
super
start doing.
plush how super plush this towel is. But so these are in stock. Still another month away for the 500s, and just remember that we do have the original 480s in stock right now.
So if you can't wait, you want to feel the new material, get yourself some 600s.
So anyways, guys, so kind of moving on to the I guess next part of the show we're talking about, what the main topic is. We did something really cool last week. We completely updated our entire line of cameras.
That was crazy.
And tech and everything. I mean, I'm talking everything from cameras to audio recording, microphones, pretty much everything that we can do to add more value to the channel, make more quality videos, quality content for people that are watching. Like, we kind of went above and beyond with making sure that we are going to stay up to par, if not be one of the industry leaders with the tech that we have now. So the upcoming videos...
We kind of like our guerrilla style, like just making, taking some basic stuff and making it work really well. And that's worked well for us for a long time.
For years,
but,
at
a certain point, you kind of go, I wonder what else is out there. And then you realize, I can do some fun stuff. You know, if I'm willing to, shell out a little bit and get some new tech.
We're excited to see what 2018 can do. We're hoping to get a lot more guests on and a lot more, we're going to do a lot more stuff. So
a big thing.
We thought, if we're gonna do this, we've already spent the money to do this stuff here.
Make this room.
Let's bring up the rest of it, because we've got the new studios going in across the parking lot. We've got our studio downstairs. We're adding more lighting to that. We're adding the new cameras, the new mics,
that thing lights up like a carnival downstairs
you guys
now.
are really, really impressed with
way
the
more
new
light
stuff
on the
for
subjects.
2018. We're hoping to, like Anthony's saying, really blow the doors off of this.
We're really wanting to step up our game and like I said, be one of the industry leaders as far as quality content goes, and especially with all the video content that we have coming along the way. Like Levi said, we upgraded our studio lighting. Our studio looks awesome. So for the people that are coming down for personal events here that we're hosting here at the Rag Company, whether it's going to be like the Rupes probably event here in the next 4 months or so, or if it's for something else that we're hosting, you guys get to see the studio in person. It's going to look awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm really excited about the video stuff. I know Dane's excited.
I'm excited.
Dane's the main video director here, so he had a big saying in all the stuff we ordered, and I'm excited to use it. We'll have to read the instructions though.
We got some new stuff that I've not messed with before, so there's going to be a learning curve involved, but it's going to be fun.
And you guys added more foam?
Yes, we actually on the other side of the wall. So behind the camera, if you're on YouTube, you're watching right now, behind that camera is Anthony and I's new office. And we're kind of doing up the foam on the wall, similar to how we got it in here, so we can kind of have a good, sound room that we can really operate our music in and stuff like that, and really hear more clearly what we're doing with some good monitors and everything. But at any rate, part of that is I'm going to set up my computer just on the other side of the wall there, and we'll be able to run wires into this room from that room, and we'll be able to start doing our new live streaming stuff that is so far beyond what we've done right now. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh, I watched the live stream, but the quality, because you're doing it with a phone or an iPad or something, it's like, it's all right, but it's basic quality, and the sound is, of course, coming through an iPhone or whatever, so it's not the best. But with this new stuff, holy cow! With this new stuff, we're going to be able to do some fun stuff. This is like crazy broadcasting level. It's pretty cool.
It's going to be
welcome to the TRC Media channel.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to be doing a lot more with that.
Whatever we are now.
Got to earn our keep.
The biggest thing right now is we have to keep in mind we're still in wintertime here in Idaho. It's still cold outside. We're working with 20 to 30 degree weather. So as far as filming outside and being able to film our traditional washes and normal videos, we're kind of limited to doing indoor stuff right now.
Which, by the way, we've still got that Wash Wednesday in the works. It's just gonna be a little bit longer before we can shoot the second segment of it.
Yeah, we start to film the driving portion, and just because the weather's been not ideal.
So people got things they got to do. So we'll get that on there eventually, but please be patient.
So I washed my car when I was in Utah.
Oh, did the Elantra?
The Camry.
Oh, the Camry. Okay,
so we drove the Camry down.
Excited when we
drove the Camry down, and it was it was clean when we left, but it still surprisingly got a lot of road grime and grit on it. And my sister-in-law, I was like, do you got a bucket? Because I had brought some O&R down because I was going to clean the seats on my aunt's car for her. And so I had my little bottle of O&R, and about a 4-ounce bottle, and in the car, and a spray bottle. And all I did was went and grabbed a bucket out of her garage, filled it up with warm water, because it was like 45, 50 outside the other night. My daughter was practicing with her new roller skates from Christmas in their driveway. And so I just washed the car and gave it a quick rinseless. And my sister-in-law laughed and was like, just go down to the car wash. I'll give you a handful of tokens. Go down to their car wash. Because they own a car wash too. And they're like, just go down, I'll give you some tokens and go wash your car there. I was like, I don't need it. I just need to get this stuff off the paint.
Yeah.
And I did that. And I had a
coin op's good.
Yeah.
Coin op's all right.
Well, that was what she was saying.
Mostly just drive.
She knew, but she was like, just go down to the coin op and use that.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I got it. I can rinseless. So I did it out on the driveway, 45 degree weather with a bucket of water and some O&R.
Yeah. Nice.
And I had a twist and shout in the car. And so
that makes life easy.
Dried it all down.
Yeah.
I used a Wizard as my media.
Yeah.
So
it
was perfect.
Nice.
Super cool. I did a wash actually before I left New Year's. I did a rinseless wash in my garage using O&R. And I don't know if anybody saw, but I made a post on Facebook a couple weeks ago. I think it was in the Optimum Car Care group. Me and my girlfriend have been arguing about this, about doing a wash in the garage, getting water and getting liquid on the garage floor. Because she was worried that water or liquid or whatever chemicals I was using was going to damage the concrete in our new house. Right, we have a brand new house, new concrete, and I made the mistake of not epoxying the floor and not laying that down before I moved in. That's something I wish I would have done, along with painting the walls.
Rookie move.
So now we just have our bare concrete, and so whenever I would do a rinseless wash with O&R, I'm not going to lie, I use quite a bit of product. I mean, I use a lot of liquid. It's making a little bit of a mess.
It's sloppy.
It's just how I wash the car.
Sloppy
and so,
Anthony, new nickname.
So it sounds bad. It sounds. Anyways,
He likes to get things wet and sloppy.
Oh God,
That's how he is. Splashing about.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay, so she's worried that the concrete is going to get damaged because what they tell you, water erodes concrete with time.
Right.
So we had this argument, and she was like, "I don't want you doing any rinseless washing until I can find out whether or not this is truly safe." And I say, "I'm like,
man.
okay." So I make a post on the Facebook thing saying, "Hey, she's worried it's going to damage the concrete or stain it, right?"
Well, good for her for standing up and like making sure.
Well, it
first,
makes sense.
but...
This house was a decent amount of money.
Sure,
she doesn't want to have to pay for new concrete if it gets cracked, and so everybody made really good points saying, "Hey, like." It takes millions of years. It's taken so many years for water to erode certain parts of the Grand Canyon.
The old Grand Canyon argument.
Or things like that. And it totally makes sense. And so for people that might be interested, she did ask one of her foremans there, she works for the home building company, asking about the whole concrete situation. And he said, from his mouth, that water will actually strengthen the concrete on a garage floor to a certain degree. And what it does is he basically says it will not erode it, but it will basically wear it to where it'll actually allow it to fill the pores and things like that and certain things to where you won't have that issue. It will strengthen it with time. So she came back and she said, she's like, I did not expect that, and I wanted to be honest with you, and you can wash as much as you want in the garage and make a mess, do whatever you need to do. I'm like, cool.
You're like,
so
I'm making an ice skating rink in the garage.
Exactly.
So,
so I did a,
Soak it all down, we're gonna freeze it. We're making see how much I can break it and damage it now.
Oh boy.
So, that's not what I meant.
So I ended up washing. I washed the Evo with a no rinse wash. I actually normally I'll use our little chenille mitt. I like using just one of those or two of those in a bucket and doing the wash that way. But I ended up using Eagles. I did the Eagle method. I think 5 Eagles, 1 bucket of O&R, 1 grit guard, and just kind of went to town, dried it with a pluffle, and then what did I do at the end? I ended up, what was my drying aid that I used? I didn't use Hyperseal. I didn't use OptiSeal. Instant Detail and Gloss Enhancer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I always mix up my drying aid. I don't always do the same thing. I always just kind of do what
feels right.
What feels right, or what I want to smell at that time, I guess. And so
that's a strong contributing factor.
The Instant Detailer smells like bubble gum. Yeah. So whenever I do that, it's always fun, and the car always just looks awesome. The polymers that are in that Instant Detail and Gloss Enhancer, it really just
you got that gray paint that has that depth you get out of it. That's
makes it really gloss, which is surprising because I have metallic paint, and you would think that the metallic would wash out any depth or gloss that you get, but no,
it looks good.
It looks really, really good. So I did a wash. I was happy with that. Got to wash my new wheels.
Nice.
And I did
new wheels, new rims.
First little wipe I did around the ring there, and my towel was black. Yeah. The bronze was able to hide the brake dust really easily.
Couldn't tell looking at it.
You wouldn't be able to tell, but they were dirty. So did my first wash, safe wash.
And you coated them.
And I coated them. So those were coated in OptiCoat Pro. I didn't do Pro Plus, but I did Pro on them, and it was super easy to clean.
Well, the reason you did that was because you wanted to keep a lot of the original look of the wheels. You didn't want to make them too glossy or anything to offset some of the cool.
Yes, that
flatter.
is true. That is.
Were they like matte or satin?
So they're more like I'd say like a mixture between matte and satin, and
matte is technically flat. Satin has a sheen.
Yeah, and it was kind of like I would say right in the middle. Like it wasn't super matte, but it also wasn't.
Because they did have a little sheen, but that was just because you could kind of see a gradient in the bronze from lighter to darker, but barely.
And once I did put the OptiCoat Pro on, I did notice a slight enhancement in sheen. Not a ton, but just barely enough. And I said, you know what?
The plus is there for.
That's totally fine with me. So I did the barrels, I did the outside, I did all the spokes, and I did, of course, the inserts in the middle with the caps and everything. But really easy wash. I was happy to do that, and now car's gonna be hanging out in the garage until the snow clears, because my garage, I guess, is facing away where we're not getting any sun over there.
It's just frozen.
So it's completely back there. It's like I
tried driving my Miata up it this weekend. That didn't work out. So.
It's pretty bad back there. So needless to say, I'll just be waiting until that melts before I go for a drive. But so I did a wash. And Dane, have you washed anything lately?
Dane's got a C-Max that needs washed. I noticed that.
Are you waiting for us to do a video?
I'm keeping it dirty for a video project. When we need to use it for something.
He says this every time.
It's brown. He has a silver C-Max and it's brown.
And it was silver when I bought it.
Yeah.
Fun fact with the Miata, I was telling him this when I saw him over the weekend.
Oh man, this was
unfortunate. I was driving my Miata because I got my My C-Max, this is unfortunate. I'm having a little 12-volt battery issue. It's the car battery, like not the hybrid battery, but the little car battery. They put a weaker one in the hybrids on purpose because it's smaller, the form factor. They could fit it in a tinier place. But it's starting to go out. It's been about 3-4 years, and that's about how long they last.
So you went and bought a new battery?
No, well, I still got to do that.
No.
So
that would have been a logical
that would have been too
to do.
easy. I got a little lithium-ion jump starter. I
just jump it every morning.
Yeah, it's fine.
But that's the thing. It's like it's random. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But all that 12-volt battery is there for is for basically the startup procedure and a few of the accessories. Everything else runs off of the big battery. But anyway, that's going out. So I decided I'm going to leave that car at home today. I'm going to drive the Miata on its summer tires. Mistake. Yeah. But it's most of the snow is melted around
for
here.
People that know what that tire is.
They are autocross tires. They are fun in the summer and not so much in the winter.
And they're low on tread. They like he's been driving on these things, so they don't have a ton of tread left.
No, they're down. So it's about time to replace them. But at the same time, they still grip in the summer like nobody's business. But
in the summer.
So in the winter, not so much. But
19 degrees this morning.
Normally, come winter, I'm putting the Miata away for a while. Right. Well, okay. So what I did was I pulled the passenger seat out because my dog was getting groomed. There's like a lot of stuff happening this week.
Yeah.
So one of my Christmas gifts was a gift certificate to a place called The Spoiled Dog. Get my dog groomed. She was loving it.
I'll put a little today. Just so you know.
I'll put a video up of her riding in the car with me with the passenger seat removed because everybody seems to like that video. Yeah. So I'll share that with you guys in a sec here. But basically, before I could go get her, I was going to go over and do some like podcasting stuff with Anthony here. So I basically had to drive to his house, and on my way there, a giant chunk of ice dropped off the back of a car. I'm talking like bullet ball size. It was big.
I've seen that a lot, yeah.
And I was in a lane, next to another lane, car was in a lane. I couldn't dodge it. I had to drive into it. And I have a front splitter on my Miata. You can see where this is going. I have 3/4 of a front splitter left now. Oh. 1/4 just snapped right off. The whole thing was bolted on there so well, though. The rest of it's not budging, so I have to actually go in and like unbolt the thing and remove it. But man, that thing got snapped off so hard.
One side of the car.
The problem is
fine.
the car, when you have the front splitter on it, it's only like that far off the ground at most. So it took the full impact.
Wow.
It was just toast. Yeah. And I would be terrified and feel bad, except this is a $1,200 car, my project car, fun car, but it's so reliable. Like I've never had issues with it or anything. I thought, well, that sucks. But the front splitter I got was like a knockoff $40 front splitter, so I didn't feel too bad about it. If I bought the real one, it's like $400 or $500 for the real one. I'm like, whoa, if I'm getting my use out of this, I'm not going to put a $400 or $500 splitter on a $1,200 car.
Yeah.
So put that on there. I'll eventually replace it because it looks pretty janky right now. But right now, I'm probably just going to unbolt the whole thing. But yeah, so that was my fun experience driving the summer tires out in the snow. And yeah, when I got to his house, his driveway is just, it's pure ice.
And you just kept sliding.
So I basically, I'm like, I got to make a run for it and pray to God nothing gets in my way. So at first I drove forward.
Right. Crashed into the I had to gain some speed. And
what happened was I drove forward to get in there. And then when I got to his house, I'm like, okay, now I basically have to do a donut to turn, and then I reverse up the driveway because I'm basically, reverse front wheel drive, rear wheel driving it up backwards. Yeah, whatever. I got up the driveway. It was okay, but it was an experience getting there. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's awesome.
So
Dane,
so
what are we gonna do with this
I'll
guy?
include some video of Callie riding shotgun with the seat removed because that is pretty cute.
So all right. So moving on from there, though, guys. So just another reminder: here in 3 weeks, we're gonna be at the Mobile Tech Expo.
We're in sunny Florida.
Man, that is coming up quick.
In Florida.
I forgot how soon that is.
I'm nervous about the plane ride. I hate flying.
I was looking at flights on Friday.
I'm not a flying guy.
I was looking at flights on Friday for us, and there's only one flight that is flies us from Boise to Seattle. And then it's a straight shot from Seattle to Orlando.
First, you're going to go further away, and then you're going to...
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's a long flight.
Man.
So then I started looking at other ones, and it's like 2 and 3 connections.
I would rather make 2 and 3 connections than
unless they've changed something.
Personally.
Unless they've changed something. Because last year when I did it, I just flew to Chicago O'Hare.
Normally end up in Memphis
we just did Chicago.
Yeah,
we just did Chicago. Your dad and I hit Chicago, and then Chicago to Orlando. It was a piece of cake.
Yeah.
But this is going to be like a 7
most of my flights
hour flight.
Most of my flights have been that way. Have been Boise, Chicago, and then Florida or than Orlando. So it hasn't been bad, but that was the only one I saw that was like as early so we could land at an appropriate time.
Yeah.
And it was
man.
so unless it's changed since I've checked,
We might be.
My main
dad
concern
might have
is
bought us
just
tickets for
keeping
that.
track of the gear we're going to take to shoot
That's
you know,
why I
videos
want, that's
and
why I
stuff
don't want
with
so
us.
many connections.
Oh, that's
if
true.
we're
Right.
sending that much stuff.
Less opportunities for stuff
Yeah.
to go,
So-
bye-bye.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. So it'll be interesting to see what flight we get, what we're going to be going on.
Yeah.
You guys want to drive a Sprinter van? You guys wanna get a Sprinter van drive? I'll drive it. Let's do it.
Yeah, buddy.
I hope we can.
I think that's next year's adventure.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, so you'll be able to come down, see us there at the expo, say hi to all of us, talk to all of us, be in one of our
a class on Friday.
Yeah, be in one
go
of
to
our
his
videos,
class.
be in a podcast. We're gonna try to branch out and try to make connections with people and try to do some cool stuff, as well as make some videos with some other customers, some other distributors that we have down there, and get some good content.
We're in Orlando. You could probably figure it out.
Yeah. It'll be
It's at the Caribe Royale.
Hey, yo.
But it's just check out mobiletechexpo.com.
Yep.
You can buy your tickets on there. It's in a hotel, so
I wanted to, my sister
that.
did. My sister works she works at Orlando. She works
Yeah.
at
So
Disney
you
World.
just talked to her this
She
weekend?
offered to say that all of us could go to Disney World
Got
for
the
one day.
hook up.
if we can, let's do it.
She offered. I'm just saying, guys, if you want to go, meet us there at Disney World. Rag Company does Disney World.
No, we're not going to pay for you. Sorry.
So, but
Well,
anyways,
our friends Road Effects are in the other room, actually.
Yeah,
here.
actually.
They're
Oh,
going
they're
to
going,
Orlando
yeah.
with us.
Yep.
They'll be at Mobile Tech as well. They're here getting ready to load up our new CRM software.
Which is going to be amazing.
Which is going to be our new control hub. It's going to control everything.
We'll be able to keep track of
We'll be able to do stuff off
all
our
the
phones
transactions, customers,
'cause
all
the
that
way it
stuff
used
so
to
much
be,
better.
We've got like 5 systems here.
Yeah. When you're
And
running a business, you
not
learn
all 5
this stuff on the
systems
fly.
talk to each other, and not all 5 systems merge with each other. So they are creating, RoadFS is creating a solution to handle all 5 of those systems and be the main boss.
They've
of
created
all of
the
them.
magic bullet for
Yeah.
us.
And that's what they can do for your business as well. You just go to check out roadfs.com, and they have
And they're no strangers to
and
detailing.
it's detailing
like,
software.
That's
it's
what it's
detailing.
for.
It's PDR guys. If you're in the field, period, they've got a program that you can download on your phone. You pay them a monthly subscription for it, and you can do a bunch of different stuff with it. So
so it's Road FS.
Yeah, Road FS. So Road FS for field service.
Road isn't the kind you drive
Yep.
on, not the microphone.
Yeah. They're under, and the company is Zenware is the main company
Yeah.
that runs it. But
anyway, their
they're
stuff's
cool. But check their stuff out because it's got a. They do a lot for us. They're good friends of ours, and they do a lot for the industry. They're detailers themselves, and
If you go back to our SEMA
nerds
video,
and-
you'll see them pop up at our Top Golf event,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Rod and Jody pop up a few
yeah,
places.
and they've started with they did the thing with PNS this year. So
Yeah,
actually
they did
they made an actual specific PNS version for detailers that's designed to be used in a detail setting, like a.
And that's the thing is you don't when you're going into detailing, maybe you don't really think about having software like that, but it just makes life so
well,
much easier.
you can scan a customer's VIN with
Yeah.
their program, so you can walk up. So Anthony, if you're just trying to figure out what you're going to charge, say your customer that you're doing those cars for, you walk up and you scan the VIN. It puts all the information in there. And
so you
then
don't have to sit there and do manual data
So you type in
entry
his
for-
name and it says John Smith, and you're looking at that 65 Mustang GT350. You just scan the VIN, it puts it in there, and then you type in, I did this exterior polish for this much money on it. And then the next car you show up at,
You got a reference.
You scan it and put it in that same account, and then at the end of the year, well, this is everything I did for this guy.
That's
this is
pretty
how
cool.
much I made off of him. This is all my product. You can even get it down to product usage, where you can add certain products in.
So
that
basically, it
deducts the
hooks you
amount.
up with some really good analytics. too.
Yeah, so it's really great. And for other guys, they were saying, the hard part is guys like me. I remember having to spend a weekend just inputting everything into QuickBooks from my sheet that my guys made.
Why not get something that makes everything play nice together?
Yeah, exactly. So
and this
enough
isn't
about
meant to be a
PNS,
plug or
sorry, they're
anything.
just
It's
next
just
door,
we
and
just actually really
they're
like
really
those
good
guys. So
Yeah.
that was.
I know it sounds like a plug.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you can see them too at Mobile Tech. They're going to be there. Lots of guys are going to be at Mobile Tech. And the best thing about Mobile Tech, I keep saying, is it's so
It's a much more focused environment than SEMA, for example, is like a huge show. But this is really focused for like detailers.
Maybe you didn't get a chance to talk to Ivan LaCroix. Maybe you didn't get a chance to talk to Jason Rose. Maybe you didn't get a chance to talk to Rennie Doyle. Maybe you didn't get a chance to talk to Mike Phillips.
Yeah,
they're all there.
Yeah.
And you can sit and hang out with them. Maybe you didn't get a chance. You didn't find David Patterson. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
Robert Dieter Lizzie is going to be there. There's tons of guys that are going to be wandering around, walking around, and that's what's so fun about it is you just get to spend the time with these guys and pick their brain, talk, learn from them, figure out stuff. It's really going to be amazing.
And they're there for that. It's a little different environment.
Yeah.
So
Very cool. So
anyway.
I know we talked about like last week. I think it was last week. We talked about kind of our goals for this year in the company. We talked about that. But what is your personal resolution, Levi? Your personal, like what you want to do this year? I know you said the Fundra.
I'd like to do that. I need to get Augie's bills paid down.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a big one.
That's got to be priority number one right there.
And then I need to lose like 20 pounds.
Okay.
And get into fighting weight.
Get into that.
Back into the octagon for Levi.
So I've gotten lazy. Today is my 1 year anniversary here.
I mean, I don't want to say it's a soda, but
it's my 1 year anniversary here.
It's Diet Pepsi.
It's
okay.
So I've gained some weight because I haven't been detailing every day.
Right.
So I've been sitting at a desk.
You've been so comfortable here.
So,
it's just
So I gotta get.
We'll get our walk on. We did at SEMA. We'll get our walk on at MTE too.
Oh no, we won't.
No,
everything's close. It's very small.
Okay, then we're definitely going to a theme park, and we're going to start doing serious walking.
He's like, enough of the walking. He's like, I need to actually pick things up.
I need to start eating healthier. I need to start.
You're going to walk from Orlando to the end of the Keys and back.
Yeah. No, that's really it. Like, I want to see what we can get done. I'm excited because the seeds that we planted last year.
Yeah.
I want to see how much they grow this year.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, just all the new stuff we get to do this year.
All kinds of indications are pointing to 2018 being nuts for us.
So I'm just really excited about it. But for family life, it's, just keep them happy, keep them fed, keep them loved and cared for, and as much as I can do, and be a better dad and be more present. But even though I'm going to be traveling
never
more
stop
this year,
growing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... but I'm excited. My kids had a good year. I'm excited to see. We've got a handle on Augie's diabetes now. Hadley's doing awesome. So pretty simple.
No, that's great. Yeah. And if we're cutting to me, obviously, I think I could probably trim down maybe 40, 50 pounds.
We're going to start doing jumping jacks
sweet
in the
spot.
warehouse.
TRC Fitness.
I'm looking very seriously at keto. That's what I feel like is going to be my best friend.
I think that'd be a good option.
I'm feeling like keto might be the way to go. But
cool. Any other goals?
Other than that, it's mostly just going to be a case of working on my own video game, just upping that, and trying to figure out this new live broadcasting stuff we're doing. I want to get good at that. So being able to do like live mixing and stuff like that, bear with us. In the first few times we do it, it may be a little janky, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool when we get it all worked out. So that's what I look forward to doing. I just wanna hone my skills.
Yeah,
exactly. Very cool.
How about you,
Anthony?
So going along with everybody else, I think I also want to lose a little bit of weight.
Well, you want to get your muscles to actually work.
It's like a trend. You join this company and suddenly you just plump up.
It's not that bad, guys.
I was doing fine before the red company.
You guys have to understand that we have a lot of birthdays here. Every birthday, there's either cake, cookies, or cupcakes or something. Yeah. So, and it seems like there's a birthday once a week.
Well, no, and then
it's
every
because
week,
my mom is like team mom. She brings in all this stuff. It's like, here, guys.
And then every week, we all feel obligated to bring in snacks and donuts for everybody else because everybody brings in snacks and donuts. So it's a lot of eating.
Horrible, terrible environment. You wouldn't want to be a part of it.
It's
so complaining.
I
know. Freezing, working.
So I want to lose. I don't know. I want to lose a couple pounds and get into a nice, healthy. I know. To some people, they may say, "Oh, you don't look."
Oh, Anthony, your veins are popping out of your arms.
Well, I came from a bodybuilding company where I was in shape 24/7. And I always felt good about myself.
Anthony and I are almost the same weight, but you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. So
just say
it's nice for mentally and physically. You feel better about yourself, and it's just one of those things. If you feel comfortable in your own body, that helps for everything. Whether it's confidence on camera,
what's that like?
Whether it's there's a lot of good parts about that. So I mean, I know everybody wants to lose weight. That's your New Year's resolution, but it's a matter of saying it and actually doing it.
You got to execute.
That's the biggest thing. And guys, I've talked fitness and I've helped people be motivated for years. And the biggest thing is that at the end of the day, food is just an energy source. You know what I mean? That's all it is. If you eat the right amount of food per day, you don't overdo it, and you do get in some decent activity. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to run 5 miles a day, but if you're getting in some decent activity, whether it's detailing or whether it's walking or whether it's
good diet mixed with a decent amount of walking, that's all it is. It's for a lot of people.
Good diet mixed in with just a little bit of activity. Your body already burns calories just sitting down. You have a basal metabolic rate where you're sitting here and burning calories, right? And as long as you're not eating over that calorie amount, and as long as you're adding some exercise into that, you will lose weight and you'll feel better about yourself and you're going to look better. So that's kind of my spiel on fitness.
So he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. So if you have questions, direct them to this guy.
So I want to lose a little bit of weight. I want to get back into a comfortable summer body. You know what I mean? If we ever travel or something like that, I would love to. I'd love to take my shirt off and detail some.
Oh God, the pool.
But that, and then my other thing is that I currently have a girlfriend that I love very much, and I want to make her
currently
more than I want to make her more than my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So son. So that's something I really want to do. That's something I'm very.
Get her one of those foam rings.
Very seriously.
Rubber rings.
Very seriously looking into. It's one of those things where it's like day by day, days pass, and there's some days I look at her, I'm like, man, I am a really lucky guy to have a girl that's this cool and she's pretty and she's awesome, and it's like
she is great.
And I'm like, why? Everybody says, if she likes to eat pizza, likes to hang out, likes to do all these cool things, you should wife that chick. And I'm like, I have all of that, and I should have done that a year ago. So that's something that I'm wanting to do this year. I don't know when, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's something that's on my mind. So between fitness and that's kind of where I'm at.
It's an awesome set of goals. I think that'll be
that is excellent.
So, and just we've got so much stuff coming for the Rad Company.
It's nuts.
It's going to be crazy for us this year. It's going to be fun.
We're really looking to up our game in a lot of different ways. And
Anthony's going to be hopefully getting married.
Yep.
You're going to get skinny and become a technical television expert.
Tech wizard.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I think we're going to have a fun year. I'm excited to be here for the start of this, and we're going to keep growing. This company just keeps going. It's awesome.
It's fun. And we're a towel company, but we're also so much more than that.
Well, and it's fun that it's all a testament to the people that actually listen to us. So all of you that are watching, all of you that are listening,
huge thank you.
All of you that buy our products, love our products.
I still don't understand why you listen to us.
We can't thank you. We can't.
Do you like us or something? Is there something we need to talk about?
I talked about throwing up today. I get it. You probably are going to unsubscribe.
A lot more Ralph talk than normal,
but it's amazing. And reality, guys, there are no rules. In business. There are no rules that can hold you back in whatever you're doing.
And we know that as much as anybody because we make stuff up.
We are literally blazing the trail on this. Okay, let's do some things. Let's see how this works. There's no rule that says you don't have to, that you can't do that. Do it.
Yeah.
There's no rule that says you can't,
You're a towel company. Why are you making a podcast?
Run your business a certain way. No, try it. Do it. See, that's how it works.
It could have been a spectacular failure, yet it's not. There's actually a lot of people who want to. I mean, the only way to guarantee something's not going to happen is you don't do it.
That's right.
If you can manage to do something with it, then
have some fun. We took a couple chances this year.
Certainly.
It's paid off really well for all of us.
Yep.
And
hopefully for you guys
more than a couple of chances. We
did.
I'd say about 75% of everything we do here is a chance, and it just works out.
Watch Wednesday was just an idea floating around in your head, and you didn't even know how we had executed it. And we made it happen.
Detox was a guess. We were like, well, what should we do tonight? I don't know.
That literally was just like
topics and talk about it.
Out of the butt idea.
Yeah, we did. We literally pulled it out of our butt.
Yep.
But again,
you're welcome.
But it's been great. But it shows that there is a market and a need for that, and people are willing to take that time and listen and want to learn.
And I've noticed that in the detail industry as a whole, you've noticed a lot more people stepping up and starting to like turn it into I mean, it was always a community, but it seems like more now you start to see the personalities come up, people establishing these things that go beyond just the detailing itself, but now they're trying to create, a brand image and all this stuff for themselves. They're making their own, like, little live shows and stuff like that. Now, you see that a lot more now than you used to.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to say that we had anything to do with it, but it kind of feels like maybe we influenced a little bit.
Well, we know lots of guys that are in our situation that are starting to add this stuff as part of business. There's a lot of details.
There's room for everybody. That's the other thing. If you see other people doing something, don't get jealous. Start doing your own thing. Start making your own thing.
Make your own video on your phone.
If you go, wow, I wish I had that, make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, it's been quite an experiment.
So we're excited. So we want to wish everybody a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2018. That you guys are blessed and have a great year. You guys stay safe. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So as a takeaway from this episode, I think anybody listening or watching right now, leave your resolution in the comments. Tell us what's up with you. Tell us what your goals are this year.
Your personal goal. What are you guys looking forward to for the year? Well, it could be fitness like us. It could be
doesn't have to be detailing.
Could be detailing. Could be business.
Detailing. Could be what kind of tools you want to buy this year. You want to add to your arsenal.
Yeah. Right. A new skill you want to learn.
Maybe there's a new T-shirt logo or design you want to put on for your business.
Maybe you want to buy an Elantra and you need consumer advice from Levi.
2006.
Yeah. Specifically the 06 model year.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Well, I think that pretty much covers it. So, anything else to add, or are we good?
That's it.
All right, we're good. All right, guys. Hope you had an excellent new year. You're all here with us. Stay safe out there, and until next time, that's it.
See you later.
Bye-bye.